Known as Ovid, his name in Latin in full was Publius Ovidius Naso. He was born March 20th, 433 BCE in Sumel, which was a small town just outside the Roman Empire. His father planned for him, and he was actually a very promising orator, but he wanted to pursue poetry more, and he started releasing some love poetry, and it just blew up. And he released several more books about love, and people were just buying this stuff up, and he realized he has the notoriety and he has the talent to make a magnum opus. So his largest work was finished 7 AD, 11 days before his death. He got to see his book to the end, and that's all that mattered to him. The Metamorphoses, or in English, the Books of Transformations, was not just one of Ovid's work, but this was considered his magnum opus, his masterpiece, his Mona Lisa, his creation of Adam. This book was this dude's best, most famous work. This was his legacy. This is why I'm sitting here talking about him, having influence still today. This work, in the words of Horace, one of Ovid's good friends actually, I will not die completely, and a great part of me will avoid libitina. Ovid truly lived on through his work, influencing many great writers, including Shakespeare. Remember Romeo and Juliet, the original love book? Well, that wasn't the case. It was influenced by the story of Pyramus and Thisbe. And guess what play those bozos in A Midsummer's Night Dream are practicing and performing? Ovid's Pyramid and Thisbe. Although this video could be about any number of Ovid's famous books and stories shaping society and our culture as we know it, this is a story that influenced a very important person in my life, who was Walt Disney. And he directed The Golden Touch. He directed The Golden Touch. And even the great American writer Nathaniel Hawthorne, in A Wonder Book for Girls and Boys, this was one great story with a great message. In Book 11 of the Metamorphoses, was a short poem lines. Okay. In Book 11, in Book 11 of the Metamorphoses was a short poem, lines 85 to 145. It was a poem titled Midas Aureus. I will read a portion of the translation of the poem now, and I will convey to you the events leading up to Midas's regrettable decision. I will tell you now the events of poor Midas. This did not satisfy Bacchus. Metamorphoses, Book 11, lines 85 to 105. Midas Aureus. Nec satis hoc Baccho est. This did not satisfy Bacchus. Ipsos quoque deseri agros cumque coro meliore sui vineta timole pactulanque. He left the fields themselves, and with a better group seeks the vineyards of his own Mount Tmolus and the Pactolus. The Pactolus is a river that is near Mount Tmolus, and so if you were following along with the translation, you would see he left the fields themselves. Ipsos is that reflexive, plural going with agros, and with a better group seeks the vineyards of his own Mount Tmolus. So that we're going down here. Cum que coro meliore. So, and with a better group seeks out the vineyards of his own Mount Tmolus and Pactolus. Okay, so right now we get to quam vis non aureus illo tempore nec caris erat invidiosus parenis. So let's start off with quam vis, which I had translated as, although at that time it was not golden, nor invaluable for the dear sands, nor invaluable. I'm recording something! Stop! I'm recording something! Nor enviable for the dear sands. So right here, what? Although at that time it was not gold. Why is he expecting gold? Like, that's weird. Just think like there's gold. Something must be probably gonna go on with something about gold later on this in this story. That's definitely a big foreshadow. And so let's see. Although at that time it was not golden, nor enviable for the dear sands. So let's stop here and make sure we know what's going on. So Bacchus, the son of Jupiter, the god of wine, of intoxication, inspiration, partying, raging, getting lit. He's the god of all of that. So if anyone thinks they're able to party harder and they're the hardest partier, well, that's hubris, because Bacchus is the god of partying. So back up here, there's a little weird construction on cumque in line 86, cumque coro meliore. But here you just have to know core agrees with meliore. Yeah, it's just doesn't look like that because they're in different declensions, but they agree. So just don't worry about it and remember it. Okay, so Tomoli, the mountain he's going to is a mountain of Lydia, which, if you don't know where Lydia, it's a region of western modern day Turkey in which the Pactolon rises, a mountain famous for the excellent wine. And so that's Mount Tmolus, and it's like famous. It's like saying, oh, we're going up to Napa Valley to drink the body of Christ. It's really similar. Like they gotta find a reason to do the wine. And then the Pactolon I mentioned was a river, but the river that rises from Mount Tmolus. This river was rich with electrum, a mix of gold and silver. In this part of the poem, the river is not golden yet. Oh my goodness. Spoiler alert, after Midas uses the river to wash away his curse, wish touch, the river becomes rich with gold. And you know Pactolon is in the Greek accusative. So let's continue with I don't see why not. So ad sueta, horhors, satirian, vacaque, frequenton, aut silenus abest, titubantum anisque, miroque, ricolae, cepere, firges, vincumque, coronis, ad regim duxere mida. Okay, that was a lot, so let's go through it a little bit. So starting at 89, hunk. So we're gonna translate this hunk as here. The ad sueta, meaning the accustomed ones, like the accustomed cohorts. Satiri, the satyrs, and the Balkans. The Balkans, Yeah, basically, if you don't know what a Bonkin was, it's basically they're the guy you have to go to get the juice. They're the juice men. And if you want your grapes and you want your wine and you want to get hammered, you gotta have people serving it. They're like bartenders, but more wine. But it was really strong wine. They wouldn't mix it with a lot of water. Okay. So the Balkans stay with it. But Silenus is absent. Okay. Hold up. A lot just went on. So he goes to the vineyard, and he gets to the vineyard, and there's the normal cohort, the satyrs, the Balkans, but Silenus is absent. Where the hell is Silenus, and who the hell is Silenus? Oh. Silenus was his homie. So Silenus... Okay. But Silenus is absent. The rule Phrygians captured the staggering because of years and wine. They led him encircled with crowns to King Midas, to whom Thracian Orpheus had handed over the orgies with Athenian Eumolpus. So this is a shout out Thracian Orpheus. You should probably know who that is already. You already know Thracian Orpheus. So he handed over the orgies with Athenian Eumolpus, and so so basically Silenus is like the young foster child. Okay, so basically Athenian Eumolpus, she's a dope singer and she's making this party lit, and Thracian Orpheus, and they're having an orgy, and it's not that kind of orgy. This is just a rager, no water mixed in the wine. You get so drunk just for Bacchus, man. Alright, so let's continue with the Latin. So, okay. So, let's get back to the Latin. As soon as, right now, we're looking at this part where it's like titubantum, anisque, meroque, recoli, capere, fugus, vinctumque, coronis, ad regum, duxere, medum. So basically, what they're saying is as soon no, scratch that last part. Okay, so Cui, Thracius, Thracius, Orpheus, Orgia, Tradieret, Cum, Cecropio, Iomlopo. So yeah, you already know. Already used it. So Quem simul agnoit socium comitque Sacchorum hospite, so simul, so as soon as he recognizes him, this part's tricky because sacchorum is in the genitive, so as soon as he recognizes him as a friend and a sharer or a companion of the sacred rites. Basically, they share the same sacred rites. He's just lost it now. Eget here, go, but it could be like drive or like put into place. So he's like throwing a party. He's like going, like putting it into action, because that's kind of what eget means. So he's like throwing a party. He's like, this dude, we're about to have the best party, best singers. Midas is my friend. And Silenus is my friend. And so, what does Midas do? Hospitus adventu festum genialiter eget per bis quinque dies et junctas ordine noctes. I'll tell you what happens is he joyfully led a celebration of the guest's arrival. And yeah, what? And it lasted 10 days. That's a long while for a party. So lasting 10 days and nights on end. And now on the 11th day, Lucifer, not the devil, but the light bringer, he was an angel at one point, had seen off the high train of distant stars. And when the king gladly came to the fields of Lydia and restored Silenus to his young foster child, then the god, happy at his foster father's return, gave Midas control over the choice of a gift. So if you want to look through the Latin, this is and now et etiam stellarum sublime cogere augmen Lucifer undecimus lidos cum latus in agros rex veni et una selenum. Ready to alumna. Okay. So they're back together, and now he's giving him a wish. And let's see what King Midas does. Let's see what he does. Okay. Ile male ursurus donis ait effice quid corpore contigero folium vertater un aurum. Okay. Whoa. So if you were following along and translating that as reading that like I was, I kind of knew what was going to happen, but he's basically saying effice, command, make. So he's saying make it so that whatever. This is a little difficult here, but it's basically translated whatever I will have touched corpore with my body, where tator turns to yellow gold. Folium agrees with Aram. Okay. So this dude, everything he's touching is going to turn to gold. He said. And adnuit optatis nocturaque munera solvit liber et indoluit quod non meliora petisset. Man. Bacchus accepted his choices and gave him the gift about to harm. Sad that Midas had not asked for anything better. Because he wanted to give him a gift, you know? He wanted to give him a gift, and that's just not what was going on. So, and sure enough, Bacchus, a god, is right. When this makes Bacchus the god of wine, partying and having a good time sad, that right there means you made a bad choice. You made a bad decision, Midas. But at this point in the story, so now it's time for us Midas to check out the meter. Become self-aware that his wish was not well thought out. Like we read last year, it's exactly like Virgil's fantasy, because in a way this was golden anything. It was more than an epic to me. And to Ovid, it was his greatest work. So let's go through. You should probably know dactylic hexameter if you don't. Like, and turned an apple gold. I don't know how I got through Latin. Thought this wasn't even a crafted one, but a golden apply straight from notch. Okay,
a golden
So next
apple
satis
straight
hoc
from notch.
baco
You would have
est
thought this
ipsos
wasn't even a crafty
quoque
one, but a
deserit
golden apple
agros.
straight from notch.
So we're going to
Placed
start
his
off, look,
hands on
this is going
doors
to be a
and
long,
turned to gold, which looked cool,
short,
but isn't gold
short.
like the weakest metal, most malleable metal?
And it's short here
Liquid
because an
gold
H
poured down his hands as he tried to wash
doesn't
them.
count. Okay?
So far, this is
That's a
Midas'
rule you have to
dream
memorize.
come true.
O,
He now
long,
thinks
two
and
consonants.
imagines
A,
all the
long.
gold he can have. He's like, I
O,
have infinite gold.
E. That's
Get
an
everything
ellipses. So it's
to live a normal,
OST.
happy life.
Long. Ipsos. Long.
Did he not have enough
Os
gold before the witch?
quoque.
No, he had a lot of
Quay.
gold, and he had everything he needed to live a
The
good,
O
happy
is
life
long.
before the wish.
The O here,
But he wants something
short.
that he
The
doesn't
E
need,
here,
and he doesn't,
short.
and to waste your life doing
The
that,
E here,
it's like, no,
long. The E,
don't let the money consume you. Do you. Do what you want to do. Okay? Now it's a curse, begging for the curse to
here.
be lifted, and acknowledging his sins.
Wait,
Bacchus
long,
restores him to his natural state,
short,
and tells him to wash
short.
his hands in the river by great Sardis.
Then this
To
is,
this day, the river still runs with gold. This has a valuable moral, and that is
long,
not to let
short,
yourself get so caught up about
long,
having more.
long.
Because if
Oh,
you
no, no,
do,
no, no.
you'll never be
My
satisfied.
bad, my bad.
The point is
Okay,
to see
so
how
these
much
were, I
you
was
do
right,
have
these are
in
short,
life,
short,
and appreciate and be satisfied
long,
with life, because life is beautiful. And
short,
the people live far
short,
too
and then
into
the
their
A in
dreams and
agros is long,
wishes and
and then the
desires
O is
when their
long by
life right
position.
now should please them, and you should always remain
Okay.
satisfied with yourself.
On to the next line. Cumque cora meliore sui wineta timoli. So, long. 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 Short. Short. Long. Short. Short. Long. Short. Short. Long. Short. Short. Long. Long. Okay, that was a pretty simple line. Pactolonque petit quamvis non ore silo. So, long. Short. Long. 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 No. Long. Short. Short. Long. Short. No. Let's start from the end. So long. Long. Short. Short. Long. That was a diphthong. So this is gonna be, it looks like no, so long, 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 short, short, long, long, long. Alright, we got that one. Tempore, long, short, short,
long, short, short, long, short. Oh wait, hold up. Long, short, short, long, short, short, long, 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 short, short, now let's do this from the end. Long, long, short, short, long. Alright, we got that line. So basically what you would do is continue that for the whole poem. You should know how to do it if we went through AP Latin, so I'm going to give it a read. So, nec satis hoc bocas ipso quequo deserit acros, cumque coro meliore sui veneta temole, pactulonque petit quam vis non aris ilo, tempor necari seret invidioses harens, hunc ad sutta corhor satir bacoeque frequentant ad selenus abest titubantum anisque meorque ruricole cepere figureris vinctumque coronis ad regum duxere miran cui Thracias Orpheus orgia traderet cum caropio iumlopo quem simul agnoid socium comitumque sacorum hospitis et vento festum genilator igit per bis quinque dies et iunctus ordinactus Lucifer undecimus lidos cum latus in agros rex venit et iuveni silenum redit alumno huic Deus optandi gratium sed nultele fecit muneris abratrium gardins altero recepto ille malesursus donis effici quid corpore contigere fulvum vertator in arum adnuit optatis noctoraque munera solvit libera et indolent quod non meliora petissent.
青生地に負けた時俺は思ったんだ。この先の海にまたこんな強いやつが現れるんなら俺はもっと強くならなくちゃ仲間を守れねえ。俺には強くなんかなくたって一緒にいてほしい仲間がいるから、俺が誰よりも強くならなきゃそいつらをみんな失っちまう。
ではどうする？
力いっぱい戦う方法を考えた。 誰も失わねえように、誰も遠くへ行かねえように。
何をしている？体の中で何が起きている？